Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, Aries, this is your weekly check in. There is. Who else was it? There was another reading that had this. I think it was Sagittarius, where it was about living in the now. Um, there is this, and the energy for you guys are a little different, right? But it's kind of like, that message of the living in the now, right? Why there is this kind of desperation, right, to want things to get better. But the reason why I feel that you're feeling the intensity of things, or why you feel that things are not going your way, is because you're failing to embrace, right? Or to be grateful for the lessons, right? So there's definitely this need to accept, right, the lessons that have been brought in front of you, right, and to not just kind of hide, to allow things to just happen, but to be present within the lesson so that you can grow. So this is kind of like, how can I put it this way? It's like you guys don't want to feel left out, so you guys don't even make yourself available, right? So it's kind of like there is this tendency that you don't want to feel rejection, so you don't even make yourself available to others. So you have walls that you have built up around yourself, emotionally, financially, career wise, business wise, friendship, everywhere, like in every aspect of your life. And the reason why you have done that, and I get it, is because of past experiences, right? But not everyone that you're going to meet is coming in to hurt you, and I feel that that is something that you guys have to realize, right? Not every situation that is going to come in is going to teach you lessons, right? The only reason why repetition in lessons or in situations occur is because we fail to learn it, right? To learn the lesson, to learn the message, right? So there is this need that instead of holding back, right, and hiding from the lessons, be present in the moment, right? Be present in the lesson so that you can move on to the next level, move on to the next chapter, right? Because again, a lot of this energy that I'm feeling for you, Aries, is repetitive energy, right? It's like you've been here before. You've been here before, but you haven't been here before presently, right? Because you haven't allowed yourself or given yourself that chance. So this is like kind of like, okay, the lesson is back again, right? You see it, you recognize it, so now face it instead of running from it. There is this needing to face something that you have been running from, that you have been hiding from. Now, this lesson doesn't necessarily mean, a relationship or anything like that. This can just be within yourself, that internal turmoil of something that you are refusing to see, or not refusing to see. Well, for some of you, yeah, it's like it's there, and it's like you're just like, no, I don't see it. So if I don't see it, I don't have to deal with it, right? For some of you, is the not wanting to accept it, right? Whether it is because, if we're talking about a trauma, right, or something that happened that was very hard or whatever, and it made you became stronger because of it, right? And maybe that aspect that pushed you to be stronger came from a place of, let's say, anger or something like that, or resentment, right? And now you're being asked to release the resentment or the anger of it. You're afraid that if you release the anger or the resentment, you're releasing the strength. And that's not true. And that's kind of like where it is that, again, you have to face certain things in order to move forward, in order to grow, in order to continue growing. Because the strength, right, that you feel that you gained from the anger or the resentment was always inside of you. It was just that the resentment or the anger trigger you to see your own strength. But it does not mean that if you release the resentment and the anger, it does not mean that you are letting go of your strength. And I feel that that's kind of like what you guys have to realize this week. Well, Aries, we're going to use the Tarot of White Cats, my little new miniature deck. And we're going to pull out 3 cards and see if there's any additional messages that want to come through. Yeah, of course. And like, you know, that's the thing, is like, you can't make this shit up, right? So we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse, right? So again, needing to let go of this, right? Needing to let go of that anger, the resentment, of the pain that came with whatever situation it was. With the Strength card, it's like the cat is literally coming out of the lion's mouth, right? So there is this, the 10 of Swords was in the reverse, guys, by the way. This, you know, it's again, it's like that pain, the anger, the resentment may have been what pushed you forward, right, to stand, right, may have been what made you uncomfortable in order to find your own strength. But releasing the pain from it, right, releasing the resentment, the anger, whatever it is not going to take your strength away. It's not going to take that part of you that grew through this pain, that grew through this anguish, or whatever it was. With the Fool card, there's definitely this needing to do things differently, right? Needing to accept things for what they are, and to leap forward to what it is that is waiting for you, to go and be adventurous, right? Allow yourself to do things differently. And in this case, is allowing yourself to release the pain. This 10 of Swords in the reverse. Release it, because you have already experienced this, right? And allow yourself to know that the strength has always been within you, right? And just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. But it's like, if you don't want to go through this whole space again, right, where you're seeing, or you're feeling like you're in this repetitive cycle, this is the chance for you to do things differently, right, to finally put the end to that cycle. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, guys, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for all of those that have been donating to the channel, as well as liking, subscribing, and sharing the context. If you haven't subscribed, so I ask you, or yeah, I ask you to go ahead and do so. If you're interested in a private reading, the link to my website is down below in the description, as well as the link to Facebook and Instagram. I do post daily energies on those platforms, and that is pretty much it, guys. Aries, we are all rooting for you. You got this. Again, allow yourself to finally release whatever it is that you have been holding on to. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all.